Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be here. I travel a lot. I do comedy. I got nothing to complain about, really. You know, it's a good job. You know, I will admit that occasionally I have to get up early. Again, not complaining. But when I have to get up early, it's to do a morning radio show. I have to enter a morning zoo, a morning radio situation. That's kind of tricky. I'm sure you're familiar with morning radio. Generally, the morning radio format, there's a main guy, there's a laughing guy, and there's a baffled and shocked woman. That's the classic setup. If I was to do just a sound impression of morning radio, it would be Burr, 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 Burr. Oh, fellas. So, here's the story. I was in Cleveland. Let's make it Cleveland. Doesn't matter, all right? I was in Cleveland. I had to get up at 5:30 for morning radio. Now, I don't care what you do or what your life is or who you are. 5:30 is bullshit. It's bullshit if you wake up for it. It's bullshit if you've been up all night for it. What is 5:30? Is it night? Is it day? It's bullshit. Of course, if you've been up all night for it, you probably have other problems. All right? If you see 5:30 happen, there's a 90% chance you're going to be saying to some other guy in the room, should we call the guy and get more? 90% chance. And then that guy will say, no, man, it's morning. And you'll say, I need a breakfast bump. Don't be an asshole. And he'll say, you have a fucking drug problem. And I'll say, fuck you, I have a drug problem? I just listened to you talk about your guitar for 4 hours. You're going to tell me I have a drug problem, asshole? In my apartment? Get out. I'm calling the guy. Sorry, flashback. I apologize. All right, so here's what happens. I get up at 5:30 to do morning radio. I wake up, I'm groggy, I'm barely awake, all right? I'm half awake. Let's go with that, half. And I realize I've forgotten my toothbrush, all right? So some part of me says, what's wrong with you, you idiot? You forgot your toothbrush? You're a professional traveler. What are you, a moron? How could you forget your toothbrush? And the other part of me is like, hey, why don't we stop yelling? I just woke up. And the other part of me is like, you shut up, you idiot. This is on you. You forgot it. And the other part of me is like, really, you got to relax. And then a voice I don't recognize goes, oh, fellas. And I'm like, oh, my God, am I there already? Am I there already? And then I realize, all right, if I call the front desk, if you call the front desk of a hotel, they will, and ask them for a toothbrush, they'll give you like half a toothbrush. It's not a real toothbrush, it's like a facsimile of a toothbrush, but it'll get you through until you get to a drugstore to get a real toothbrush. But part of you will think, like, why do they even give these out? They're not even real toothbrushes. Another issue, another joke. Now, so I call up the front desk at 5:30. You know what, let's make it a few minutes later, because I know some of you might be out there thinking, well, you woke up at 5:30, you had the conversation with yourself, that must have taken a few minutes. So, if we're going to believe the credibility of this story, you might want to up the minute count on the phone call, or else it's sort of bullshit, am I right? All right, so 5:36, I call the front desk of the hotel. No one answers the phone. That's a lonely feeling. Why is there no one answering the phone at the front desk of a hotel? There's always supposed to be someone at the front desk of a hotel. What's happening down there? That's weird. What was weirder was my first thought when no one answered the phone at the front desk was, oh, fuck, zombies. All right, this was a real fear. I was not trying to make myself laugh. It was a genuine fear in that moment. I don't know what that says about us as a people, as a culture, that I had a genuine fear of zombies, but I know it was genuine because there were thoughts that followed, and those thoughts were, how many more are left like me? Should I be stockpiling food? Do I need a weapon of some kind? And then I remember distinctly taking a deep breath and thinking, I'm not prepared to lead. I sure hope there's an alpha male out there with a rudimentary sense of tribalism that can lead me and a multi-ethnic crew of frightened people through this post-apocalyptic zombie landscape, or I'm food. I mean, I'm food. I'm food in like 5 minutes if that guy's not out there. And then right in the middle of all this thinking, a woman picks up the phone and says, hello, can I help you? I'm sorry to keep you waiting. And I said, what's going on down there? And she said, sir. And I said, why didn't you answer the phone? Are we in trouble? And she said, no, sir, can I help you with something? I had other calls. I said, I need a fucking toothbrush. And she said, there's no reason for that language, sir. I'll send one up. And I said, no zombies. Now, I realized in that moment that I had said that out loud to a human being. So I had to regroup somehow. And I went with, sorry, I got to do radio. Like that should explain it to a person that doesn't know my life. So I hung up the phone knowing full well that that woman must have turned to whoever was nearest to her and said, there's a man on crystal meth upstairs. But that doesn't really add up because he asked for a toothbrush. Thank you. Good night.